Good evening. Well, yes, good evening because I'm filming this at night. Good evening, dear neighbors. Um, I am finally having the confirmation of the candidates that are gonna run for the coming elections. That is gonna be on the 26th of this month. Um, we have this year for let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine candidates. Um, so out of those nine candidates, only five will have to be voted to be at the board of directors. And so I wanted to let you know that I am one of the candidates. This time I'm coming back again, but this time is to stay and fix everything that it's just not going well. Just to say something, I don't want to be, you know, um, too rude with my words in this video, but yeah, all of you know what's going on in our community. Unfortunately, we haven't have a good administration, and for that reason we have all the issues that we have right now. And unfortunately, we are not getting anything done. We're spending every year, our president increased the budget for lawyers, but we don't get anything. We are paying so much money, we're spending so much money in lawyers, and we still have um, the links in our unit. We haven't get rid of um, SFR lawsuit, etc. There are so many issues that it's going on in our association, and unfortunately, nothing. We don't have a tough leadership right now that can handle all these issues, and that's the reason why I'm coming back to run on the board of director, because I'm tired, and you too. We want to sell a unit. A lot of units in our community are being sold for almost nothing, and that's not good for us, because even me, my property right now, if I want to sell it, I'm going to sell it for nothing, even though I had invested money in renovations in my unit and all that, still, you know. And that's something that needs to be changed. That we cannot be spending so much money. This year they increase again the monthly fees. For what? What are we getting in exchange? Absolutely nothing. That's not right. That's not right. And for that reason, I'm announcing my candidacy to run for the board of directors. Now, out of those nine candidates, well, I just want to, ask you to please vote for anyone but Joe Parker, Scott Rainey, and Sharon Shelters. Those three, no. Joe has been on the board for 2 years, or even more than 2 years. What? And he haven't accomplished absolutely anything. He became another Schwartz, like many of you, the homeowners, call them, especially those who goes to the meeting, where he preside. And yeah, those homeowners are telling me that he became another Schwartz. They don't let, they fight with them, They don't let people talk, and whatever, whoever criticized him, then he just lose his mind, and just you know don't let them speak. And that's sad because the meetings are for the homeowners to go there and inform and have a voice and be heard and all that, not to be shut down. Shut it down. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, and that's something that we don't want in Dockside. So do not, please, I ask you, do not vote for Joe, for Scott Rainey, neither Sharon Shelters. Many of you know about her. So, you know, then you can choose between the other six candidates, that are remaining. But Joe Parker, no. Scott Rainey, no. Sharon Shelters, no. Anyone else are good candidates that I can work with, and we can get things done. Something that I told you, that I said, and I going to keep saying, is that the special assessment that many of us pay should have been refunded, not kept, and that's something that I gonna fix. I'm gonna push. If I get voted and I get back in the board, I'm gonna push to get those special assessment paid refunded, because that special assessment was never a good idea, and so it needs to be fixed. That money needs to go back. We the money that we got are getting used for something else that it was supposed to be used. Because we are spending so much money in lawyers, and I have no doubts that the money that we pay for the construction went to pay for those wonderful, amazing lawyers that we have right now. Like I said before, we need sharks. We don't need dolphins. And that's what we have right now in the administration and also in our legal team. Dolphins. We need sharks. We need people that is tough, that get things done. And that's why I'm coming back. And that's why I'm asking you for your support and to vote on this 26th of February elections. In the coming days, I'm gonna be sending emails with the biography of some of the candidates, that they didn't have the opportunity to send their biography, because, well, I'm not gonna get in details, but unfortunately, some of the candidates has preferences than others. So, well, I mean, it's okay. I still have access to the majority of the homeowners through my email. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send my biography and the biography of those candidates that couldn't send or were not allowed or whatever happened, and never had the chance to submit their biography to be mailed out with the voting, with the ballots. So that's what I'm gonna do in the coming days. I'm going to send that information to you. But like I said, now is the time to get things done. I am actually, still working in many states, in different states, but enough is enough. I'm tired of paying so much money every month for nothing. And no, this needs to stop. We need to fix the problem with SFR. We need to fix the problem with um, the bankruptcy. We need to stop spending so much money on our lawyers. Joe is the president that is spending the most money in association lawyer because he calls hands for everything, and that's ridiculous. Because if you go to the, if you are a board member, you should be prepared. You should be prepared. The lawyer should be used only when legal matters arise, like a homeowner, lawsuit or something like that. But to call him to ask for something that is in our bylaws, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You cannot be calling all the time or to use it, or to call him, to use our association lawyers to threat and scare homeowners, because that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. So if he wants to, take a revenge or something like that against homeowners that, don't, that are not kissing his hand, for not using the other word, then he goes after that people. That's no, that's wrong. That is wrong. So for that reason, he needs to go. He needs to go. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said before too, we need to, actually, that's why I'm coming back, because SFR is the biggest lawsuit that we have, and we must make sure that the people, that the lawyers who are representing us have all the tools and are good at what they do, so they can get us out of this trouble. Because if, I'm sorry to be the carrier or bad news or negativity or something, but for what I've been seeing and reading about the SFR lawsuit, I hope I'm wrong, but we're gonna, own them an amount of millions of dollars, and of course, where that is gonna come from, our pockets. So for that reason, that's why I'm coming back to, because I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to allow that. No, I'm gonna push to get rid of that, and we're gonna hire lawyers that actually are capable to get us out of this trouble. Like I said, we need sharks, we don't need dolphins, and that's why we need to bring to our association. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take more of your time. I just want to announce that I'm back. I am on the voting ballot, and I'm just ask if you still, if I still have your support and you believe in me, well then please vote for any of the 6 candidates out of the 9. Do not vote for Joe, no Joe, not Scott Rainey, neither Sharon Shelters. Please, that's everything I'm asking you. Because they are not good. Unfortunately, they are not good, and they are going to continue bringing more and more chaos and trouble to our community. And what we need now is people who are capable, who has the knowledge, the capacity, the skills to deal with tough people, and to not take personal disagreements, into the community, into the business, because our association is a business. I'm recording this video is right now. It's 1:44 a.m. I just came back, to my hotel, and because we are opening new stores, so I'm working non-stop. But thanks God, it's gonna be over this weekend, so I can't wait for that. But yeah, please, 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 this is the time where we all need to get together and united and to vote for the right people to be on the board of directors. We need change. We need a change. What they are doing right now is not working at all. It's not working at all. They got the worst deal from the insurance company. They settle for deficit. That's how I call it. They settle for deficit. How, if you are getting charged almost $900,000 per building, actually I think it's even more than that. If you are getting charged $900, let's run it. Yeah, if you get charged for $900 per building, and this is something that Joe knows very well because he's the one who was dealing with SEPRO, so he knows very well the numbers. So if you are getting paid, if you are paying $900 per building to fix the remaining $7 million, if you're getting charged $900, how you settle with the insurance company to get paid roughly $600,000? Who is gonna pay the $300,000 difference? That's something that he doesn't think. That's what happens with people that do not have business background gets in the board. In Spanish we said zapatero a tus zapatos, which means shoemaker to your shoes, meaning that if you know about electricity, then why are you running a business? He works for a company where he just follow a manual. He gets a manual and he just follows the instructions. That's everything he does. He's not in charge. He's not a manager that run the business or something. He doesn't have anything like that. And he's not even good at what he does. And let me tell you this, and I know from people who works at Universal, the part that he brags so much there. Oh my God, I was the one who did the Epic, Universal Epic. Well, let me tell you something. He's not so good because the charging stations for the electric vehicles got in a fire. The next day, they opened the park. So thanks God he didn't install, because he was actually offering, he was offering to do the installation for electric cars, electric vehicles in our community, for free. So thanks God he didn't do it, because then our buildings will be maybe will caught fire too, the same way of the electric station at Epic Universal that he proudly built. But it is what it is, so, but yeah, that's what happened. The EV charges for the shuttles, for the bus shuttles, they got fire. They caught fire. They were burning and all that. So, but that's something that he doesn't say, right? That's something that they keep in secret. But I know a lot of people, that works in Universal, in HR, in maintenance, in the parks, many people. So they were the one who told me about this, and I didn't know. Well, they did. They don't know that I know Joe, but they just told me about it. Oh, you know what happened? I don't know. These people, they were telling me, these people who did the electrical installation screwed up everything, and the EV stations caught fire the very first day they opened the park and all that. And I was like, wow, okay, well, now I know. But yeah, that's something that happened. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm sharing this with you, because I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just that I'm tired right now. I'm sleepy, so that's why. But I mean, it's 1:50 a.m. right now, and I'm just recording this video, but I'm gonna send it in the morning, because after I'm finished with this, I'm just turning everything off and just going to bed, and then when I wake up, I'm going to write an email and send it to all of you. But please, 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 vote on these coming elections on February 26th. Do not vote for Joe Parker. Do not vote for Scott Rainey. And do not vote for Sharon Shelters. Vote for anyone else but those three. If you want change in our community, if you want us to fight SFR with the right people, with the tough lawyers, then vote for us. Except for Joe, Scott, and Sharon. Do not vote for those three. I beg you. Seriously. If they continue in the power, we're screwed. We're screwed. They will continue, Joe and Scott, because they are the ones who think that they know everything. But anyway, those two are gonna get us to the ruin, and so for that reason, do not vote for them, please. I'm coming back. I'm staying. I'm not gonna let this association go into hell. I'm gonna get us out of trouble, and that means and we are gonna do that by having the right people, the people that actually going to get us out of this black hole that we are in. So I hope I have your support on February 26th. I'm going place is gonna be the election, and then hopefully we're gonna win, and we're gonna get back in the administration and run the show. Everything needs to change in Dockside, or we're gonna stuck like this forever. And now if I get elected, like I said, I'm gonna push to get the special assessments refund, look for better lawyers, and get us out of this black hole, this nightmare. Our properties are going down in the price every single day. So that needs to stop. There are a lot of investors coming in our community, and they are buying for nothing. One of them, by the way, one of those investors is the one that Joe rents from, because Joe rents from an investor. Make your own conclusions why he. Anyway, uh, thank you for listen to watch this video, and like I said, I'm going to in the coming days I'm gonna be sharing the biography of the candidates that were able to submit their, oh my god, that were not able to submit their biography by regular mail, like the one that Joe sent, and I don't know who else. But thank you very much for your attention, and I hope I get elected and serve in the board of directors again and fix this, because like I said, I'm tired. I'm really, 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 really tired. And that's why I'm making a huge effort, and that's why I'm coming back to the board, and I am a candidate. Finally, this time they didn't, well, yeah, they tried to get me out of the ballot, but I didn't let them. So thanks God, now I'm back. I'm on the ballot. So now I can be voted in on the board of directors. So I just asking for your support this 26. And yeah, I'm gonna be in the community from the 20 of this month. I'm gonna be back there, and I'm gonna be knocking your door, and to ask for your support. So wait for me. For those who lives in the association, I'm gonna be paying you a visit personally, and have a little chat with you. Okay. Well, anyway, have a good night. Well, a good day actually, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.